drug dealers and perverts target Scots school social network. One online expert has now called for increased security measures to be installed in order to keep children safe while they are using the system. Yammer, a Microsoft discussion and collaboration tool, has been made available to every primary and secondary child by Glow, Education Scotland's national digital learning platform. However, it was claimed yesterday that it has been infiltrated by criminals in sexual deviance. The tool, which has cost almost £70 million over the past decade, allows every school pupil and teacher in Scotland, and by extension anyone with access to their home computer and password, to connect with one another. It means that, for example, 6th-year pupils in Shetland can exchange private messages with primary school children in Dumfries and access their full name, school, entry year, groups they follow and email address. But an investigation has uncovered conversation threads where drugs and alcohol were being offered to young children, along with addresses at where these could be purchased. In one instance, an individual with a misspelling of the word pedophile in his username asked young girls for the location of a sleepover and offered to bring illegal substances. He later wrote to another profile, "Come to mine. Drugs, alcohol and ice cream supplied." Other profiles were seen to be sharing bloody and violent horror images, including one with a mock severed hand. Education Scotland said the service was monitored for a list of keywords that triggered alerts. But Dr. Xavier Bellikins, a cybersecurity expert and lecturer at Abertay University in Dundee, said, "I was surprised by Education Scotland to have this monitoring process be based largely on keywords. I would have thought there would be much tighter monitoring and that the children would be segregated into their own specific session. I would like to see, in a system like this, more privacy options to make sure information is more restricted to specific groups." Meanwhile, one parent said he was staggered by the content available to primary-aged children, adding, "I began to take a look and within just a few minutes could see posts referencing everything from discussion of drugs to pedophiles. It is frightening." A spokesman for NSPCC Scotland said steps must be taken to ensure children are not putting themselves at risk and are not able to share or be exposed to inappropriate content. He added, "It's vital that the Scottish Government and Education Scotland look at how this content is moderated to ensure the safety of younger users." Many parents were reportedly not made aware that their children had been signed up for the social network until or asked permission for their information to be shared. Access to the platform was temporarily suspended over the weekend after Education Scotland was approached for comment. A spokesman said, "The decision to use Yammer, and the moderation of the content subsequently produced, is for the local authority using Glow. The decision to give pupils access to the system rests with the relevant education establishment and local authority and it would be for them to decide on seeking parental consent." He continued, "Education Scotland provides reactive moderation of the Yammer site via the Report a Concern button. In addition to lists of inappropriate words and imagery, which are constantly being updated, we are also exploring further options and tools which will enhance the moderation facilities for Yammer."